Hey guys, it's Abby and of course my little scope stalker Harley here. She loves to be around whenever I'm scoping.
So I'm about to head out on a run, but I wanted to pop in tonight. Thanks for hopping on, guys, to give you a quick Periscope tip before I head out for my nighttime run. For those of you who don't know, my name is Abby, and I am a blogger and social media influencer at backatsquare0.com, all spelled out. And all of my social media channels like this one are back at square and the number 0. And thanks for all the hearts, guys. You're too sweet. So, one amazing tip that's really going to help up your Periscope game is making up your own unique individualized hashtag. And by creating your own unique individualized hashtag, it's going to allow you to search on Twitter for interaction with your Periscopes, people retweeting your scopes, all of these things. Because all of your scopes, like as soon as I started broadcasting, it instantly pushed my broadcast title and the link through to Twitter. And so you see I have my own unique hashtag in there, back at square 0 scopes. So when I go on Twitter and I search hashtag back at square 0 scopes, I not only see all my scopes and all the people who commented on the scopes that got pushed through. Like someone today said, I loved your scope you did yesterday on taking time to rest, or people who favorited my scopes, or people who retweeted them when they came through. But sometimes when people swipe left to right on iPhone to share with your followers, if you think the content is valuable, or you can swipe up on Android to share with your followers if you think the content is valuable. And sometimes things start going really fast and maybe lots of people are sharing in a scope and you don't have time to see everyone who's sharing. You're like trying to read the comments and it's going too quick. Well, this is a valuable way to be able to go back and to thank them later. So like Frugal Web Guy just invited followers. If you invite followers or you share with followers, people are going to be able to see when you share with your followers on Twitter, when people interact with it on Twitter. So I really highly suggest making up your own hashtag that fits your name that can go along with all your scopes. So, for example, mine is just back at square 0 scopes. It could have been Abby scopes. It could, anything that fits. And use that the first thing after every title. So right after I type in the title, I always type in my own individual hashtag. And I really highly suggest that you guys come up with something, that fits your name, your brand, and you put it in there right after your title. Because then you can really see who is interacting with your scopes, not only here on Periscope, but also you can go onto Twitter every day or two and you can search your own hashtag. So I saw Frugal Web Guy shared it. He could have a hashtag Frugal Web Guy Scopes. And he could go on to Twitter every day and look up hashtag Frugal Web Guy Scopes. And it's going to not only show him all the scopes that were automatically pushed through, but he's going to be able to see who favorited those. He's going to see who retweeted those. He's going to be able to see who, when they were watching the scopes, tweeted it out to all their followers. And that's really nice because then you can go back on Twitter and you can say, thank you so much for tweeting this out to all of your followers. So yes, perfect. Having a hashtag like that is amazing because then you can see this and you can interact with these people and you can go back and thank them. And people are so much more likely to participate if you're interacting and if you're thanking. So really just a quick, easy thing that you can do every time you Periscope. So just wrapping up, for those of you who may have missed the beginning, my one big Periscope tip for tonight is to make up your own unique hashtag that you're going to use in every single scope. that you're going to put in right after your title. Something that relates to your brand, your name. So like mine is just Back at Square Zero Scopes. So, you know, something that works along with you, and then put it in right after every title. So that way, when your scopes are pushed to Twitter, when people share them to Twitter, you can go and you can see the interaction they're getting. You can see the favorites. You can see the retweets. You can see if anyone is commenting on them on Twitter. So I really suggest that you guys all do that. It's just one simple thing. It takes 5 extra seconds to type it into a title, and it's really going to help your scope game to be able to go on like once a day and make it work. Leah, I would suggest it on after every title. I do it honestly even on my random scopes, because even when people are retweeting my random scopes, I still like to be able to find them on Twitter and say thank you, you know, for retweeting that to your followers, or thank you for participating. So it's just a great way, yes, like Frugal Web Guy said, to keep track. Frugal Web Guy, what's your real name, by the way, so I can use your real name. So it's just a great way, Leah, to keep track. And if there's one, Mike. Okay, Mike, good. So if there's anything that you want to keep track of, and it's just a force of habit for me, if there's a scope that you really don't want to keep track of, then you wouldn't have to, but it works really, really well. So thank you all so much for the hearts. Thank you all so much for joining in. Again, my name is Abby, and you can find me at backatsquarezero.com, all spelled out online, or Back at Square Zero for my social media. And I do have tons of social media tips, tricks, and things on my blog like this to help you out. And I have a huge Periscope 101 ebook that is available on my blog for free, with free checklists and downloadables. And this is one of the checklist items to remind you to have your own hashtag before the scope. So if you go to my blog, and at the top there's a free resources section, you can click on that and download a checklist that would remind you about this too. So just up to you all to remember to get that hashtag, your own hashtag, into those scopes. Thanks, Mike. So you all have a great night. I'm going to head out for my run and hope it's not too hot. It is still 90 degrees here where I live. I am so ready for fall. Bye, guys.